crazy?
This only ends with the sand soaked in his blood or mine.
Number 12. How to Make a Killing. This movie delivers sleek, razor-sharp action, a savage crime movie built on greed and bad decisions. It follows a small-time hustler who stumbles into a high-stakes assassination contract and drags his entire crew into a citywide manhunt. The visuals leans into neon-soaked night streets, fast whip pans, and long tracking shots through cramped apartments and underground clubs. Every scene feels dangerous and stylish. The film explores ambition and self-destruction, asking how far you'll go before success turns into a death sentence. With a breakout lead and tightly choreographed gunfights, the action feels sharp, fast, and vicious. Overall, this movie stands out as a ruthless modern crime thriller, especially if you love John Wick level momentum with French neo-noir attitude. Number 11, Hellfire. This movie delivers scorched earth action, a relentless war thriller where every firefight feels like the end of the world. Based on a classified military incident, it follows a disgraced special forces unit sent into a collapsing Middle Eastern city to extract a hostage before a rogue militia ignites a full-scale regional war. The film exploits blistering desert cinematography, collapsing cityscapes, and long, unbroken combat shots that trap you inside the chaos. The movie explores loyalty under pressure, asking how much of your soul you're willing to burn to save one life. With a brutal lead performance and practical explosions replacing glossy CGI, the action feels heavy and physical. This film stands out as a scorched earth military thriller. Number 10, The Bluff.
This only ends with the sand soaked in his blood or mine.
This delivers high-pressure, close-quarters action, a sun-scorched survival thriller where every choice gets someone killed. It follows a former hostage negotiator trapped in a cartel-controlled desert town who must outplay a sadistic kingpin to rescue a kidnapped journalist before a public execution. The visuals lean heavily on heat-warped landscapes, tight interiors, and brutal daylight shootouts that strip away any sense of safety. At its core, the film explores moral courage, asking whether you can stay human when the world around you has already chosen violence. With tense performances and stripped-down practical action, the film feels raw, urgent, and emotionally heavy. This film stands out as a relentless desert hostage thriller, especially if you love Sicario-style tension and survival stakes. Number 9, Thieves Highway.
Is the path to righteousness. You crazy?
The movie delivers white-knuckle action, a high-speed heist thriller where the road is the battlefield. It follows a crew of elite wheelmen planning a continent-spanning armored truck robbery that turns into a running gunfight across 3 countries. The film uses long highway chases, and inside the car, the shootout keeps the action grounded and kinetic. The movie explores loyalty, asking who you'll sacrifice when the plan collapses. With practical stunts and brutally realistic crashes, the action feels dangerous and physical. The film stands out as a pure adrenaline heist thriller, especially if you love heat-level planning with fast and furious brutality. Number 8, Cold Storage. This film delivers claustrophobic, icy cold action, a survival thriller set inside a frozen research facility under siege. The story follows a bioterror team trapped in an Arctic lab as a deadly organism escapes and mercenaries move in to erase all evidence. The visuals leans into blue-white lighting, fog-choked corridors, and tight handheld shots that turn every hallway into a death trap. The movie explores human greed versus survival, asking whether profit is worth the extinction of everything. With heavy practical creature effects and relentless pacing, the film feels brutal, contained, and explosive. Cold Storage stands out as a savage sci-fi action survival thriller. Number 7, The Internship. The Internship delivers shockingly brutal action, a corporate espionage thriller that turns a job interview into a kill zone. The story follows a group of elite graduates unknowingly recruited into a Black Ops training program where failure doesn't mean rejection, it means elimination. The film uses sterile glass towers, underground training arenas, and clinical lighting to create a cold, predatory atmosphere. At its core, the movie explores ambition and exploitation, asking how much of yourself you'll sacrifice to make it. With ruthless pacing and tightly staged combat trials, the film feels sharp, mean, and unforgiving. Overall, The Internship stands out as a vicious corporate survival thriller, especially if you love Squid Game energy with John Wick violence. Number 6, Kraken. Kraken delivers colossal ocean-shaking action, a deep-sea monster movie built for IMAX destruction. The story follows a deep-sea salvage crew that awakens an ancient sea predator while recovering a classified submarine from the ocean's darkest trench. The movie leans into pitch-black abyss shots, glowing bioluminescent waters, and catastrophic ship-crushing set pieces. The movie explores human arrogance, asking what happens when we dig too deep. With large-scale practical models and cutting-edge water effects, the destruction feels heavy, physical, and spectacular. Overall, Kraken stands out as a must-see ocean disaster thriller, especially if you love the meg-level spectacle. Number 5, Normal. This movie delivers savage street-level action, a revenge thriller where ordinary becomes lethal. The story follows a quiet family man whose life implodes after a home invasion, forcing him to unleash a past he buried inside a criminal underworld that doesn't know who it woke up. The film uses cold urban nights, brutal close-quarters combat, and minimal music to make every punch and gunshot feel personal. The film explores identity and buried violence, asking whether you can ever truly escape who you were. With a raw lead performance and bone-crunching fight choreography, the action feels intimate and vicious. Overall, Normal stands out as a ferocious revenge thriller, especially if you love nobody-style brutality with emotional weight. Number 4, Mercy.
That's a bomb. Get me out of here!
Mercy delivers high-impact urban warfare, a night-long siege thriller that never lets you breathe. It follows an ER nurse trapped inside a hospital after a gang war spills into the building, forcing her to protect a wounded witness from a citywide manhunt. The visuals uses flickering fluorescent lights, smoke-filled corridors, and chaotic handheld camera work that traps you inside the panic. Every hallway feels like a war zone. At its core, the movie explores courage under fire, asking what mercy means when survival is on the line. With relentless pacing and grounded stunt work, the action feels frantic, dangerous, and emotionally heavy. This film stands out as a nerve-shredding siege thriller. Number 3, Worldbreaker. Worldbreaker delivers apocalyptic-scale action, a sci-fi war movie built to flatten cities. The story follows humanity's last defense force, as they battle a planet-cracking alien armada, descending on Earth to harvest its core. The film uses towering alien warships, collapsing megacities, and massive ground battles to create constant visual overload. The film explores survival and unity, asking whether humanity deserves to exist when pushed to extinction. With cutting-edge effects and relentless set pieces, the film feels huge, loud, and unstoppable. Worldbreaker stands out as a full-scale alien invasion event, especially if you love Independence Day level destruction with modern brutality. Number 2, Shelter.
You need to throw everything you've got at him.
Shelter delivers isolated, nerve-shredding action, a storm-lashed survival thriller where rescue becomes a death sentence. It follows a reclusive man living alone on a remote Scottish island who pulls a mysterious girl from the freezing sea, triggering a violent chain of events that turns his home into a battleground. The film uses brutal coastal landscapes, howling winds, and claustrophobic interiors that make the island feel like a prison. The movie explores guilt and redemption, asking whether you can outrun the past when it washes up on your doorstep. With a raw lead performance and stripped-back practical action, the tension feels intimate, physical, and relentless. This film stands out as a savage island survival thriller. Number 1, Anaconda. Anaconda delivers jungle-crushing, creature-feature chaos, a full-scale reboot built for box office domination. It follows a river expedition that awakens a genetically enhanced super anaconda, turning the Amazon into a floating slaughterhouse. The film uses massive practical snake rigs, flooded jungle sets, and nighttime river battles to make the creature feel terrifyingly real. Every attack is huge, brutal, and unforgettable. At its core, the movie explores human arrogance, asking what happens when nature finally fights back. With blockbuster-level effects and relentless pacing, the film feels loud, dangerous, and built for theaters. Overall, Anaconda stands out as the ultimate crowd pleaser, especially if you love the Meg-level spectacle with old-school monster brutality. Those were 12 action movies that are about to make 2026 absolutely insane, and some of these are going to dominate the box office. Which one are you most hyped for? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this list got your adrenaline pumping, hit that like button and subscribe for more must-watch action drops. The next countdown goes even harder. Don't miss it.
Prayer.